Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Ashley Van Dyke with Advantage Software, and on today's video, AutoBrief Require and Accept Stroke, I'm going to show you how the Require and Accept Stroke feature works, how to define and accept stroke in your dictionary, and I'll also provide you the metadictionary entry necessary to make sure that that entry works, just in case you don't have it. Requiring an accept stroke is not a necessary part of AutoBrief, however, some users do enjoy this feature. I'm in Eclipse and I have a document that I've prepared to show the AutoBrief Require and Accept Stroke feature. However, first I'm going to go over those settings. If I go to my user settings, I can go to my real-time tab and click on the settings button next to AutoBrief, which is enabled. In order to use any of the AutoBrief functions, you do have to have AutoBrief checked. So I'll click settings, and I'm going to leave all of my settings the way that they are, except in the top right, I'm going to check Require Accept Stroke. What this is going to do is require that I have to manually accept each AutoBrief suggestion that I want to use. If Eclipse suggests an AutoBrief to me, it will not work if I stroke that brief until I use my accept stroke to accept it. I'll turn on Require Accept Stroke and I'll press OK. I'm going to next go to my Programming tab, and I'm going to click on Metadictionary. In here, I'm going to click Find, and I'll type in open curly bracket, capital AB, and click OK. After searching for open curly bracket AB, you see that it takes me to the first of several AB entries in my metadictionary. There are a number of AutoBrief control strokes, and I'm going to make a video about each of them. The first one is ABACCEPT, and this is used in conjunction with Require Accept Stroke. So in order to use ABACCEPT in your dictionary, you do need to have this metadictionary entry in your metadictionary. And I'm going to include this complete list of AutoBrief control metadictionary entries in the description of this video. But this video is going to focus on ABACCEPT. And so once I verified that this entry is in my metadictionary, I don't have to make any changes to it. I simply need to make sure that it's there. If yours is not here, you can copy and paste it from the description of this video and insert it into your metadictionary. Simply go to the end of one line, press enter, and paste the ABACCEPT entry into the blank line. Once you've made sure that the ABACCEPT entry is listed in your metadictionary exactly as it's shown here, you can press OK, and then OK out of your user settings. Since I know that the metadictionary entry is there, now I know that if I put this entry in my dictionary, it's going to work. So I'm going to press Ctrl D as in dictionary, and I'm going to select the steno that I want to use with this entry. You can also global steno in a real-time file instead. I'm going to choose ABGS twice as my ABACCEPT stroke. I'll press OK, and I'm going to define this as ABACCEPT, as in AutoBrief accept, just like it was listed in the metadictionary entry. And I'm going to make sure that this is in my main dictionary. So it is in my main dictionary, and I'll press enter. And now that entry will work when I'm in real time. I've prepared a note file already for use with this example in virtual real time. So I'll press Alt-T as in Tom. I'm going to choose virtual real time and notes. And I have a file called ABACCEPT, and I'll press OK. I'm in this virtualized real-time file now, and I'm going to go ahead and start pushing strokes through. The first AutoBrief that I have here is for my name, and you see that as soon as I stroked it the second time, the brief came up. Now, since I have Require and Accept Stroke turned on, if I use this brief before I hit ABACCEPT, it won't work. So I'm going to press Next Stroke, and you see that that AutoBrief has come up, but since I haven't accepted that AutoBrief, it didn't translate and it's come up as an untranslate. So I'm going to continue to push through strokes. And here you see that I just wrote my AutoBrief Accept Stroke, followed by the brief. And now, if I go back, you see that I have my steno for yes, I said, and immediately before the brief for Ashley Van Dyke, in my note bar, you see ABGS twice, and that is my AutoBrief Accept Stroke. So once I stroked my accept stroke, I was then able to use the brief AFSD that didn't previously work because I hadn't yet accepted it. I have another example if I continue pushing strokes through. The next example will be for Advantage software. And here you see that as soon as I wrote Advantage software the second time, a brief was suggested. And you see that the new brief that was suggested is in black. The brief that I approved and accepted with my auto brief accept stroke is now in blue because it's now considered a requested brief since I've manually accepted it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue pushing strokes, and you'll see that if I write AFPBD, it will not translate. You see that that came out as an untranslate, and it will continue to be an untranslate until I accept it manually by stroking ABGS 2 times. So here, I just wrote my accept stroke, followed by the brief, and you see that the brief turned blue because it has been accepted and it's now considered a requested brief. And the brief AFPBD for Advantage software has translated correctly. If I continue pushing through strokes, I have one more example in this document. The next example is going to be for video production. And you see that as soon as I write it for the second time, again, it becomes a suggested brief. But if I write that brief, you see that it did not work and it came up as an untranslate because I haven't yet accepted the auto brief. So I'm going to go ahead and continue pushing strokes. And here I'm accepting the brief. You see ABGS, ABGS, and in my main dictionary, ABACCEPT. And you see that even though I haven't used that brief yet in this example, it has turned blue as a requested brief. And the next strokes that I'm going to push through are going to use this brief. And that's the end of this file. An important thing to keep in mind if you do use the require accept stroke feature and you have a stroke defined as ABACCEPT in your dictionary. The ABACCEPT stroke will only accept the last suggested brief in the suggested brief list. So if you have multiple suggested briefs that have not yet been accepted and you hit your ABACCEPT stroke, it will accept whichever brief is last in the list. So you may need to hit ABACCEPT multiple times in order to accept all of the suggested briefs. Or if you don't like some of the suggested briefs, in my future videos, I'm going to cover some of the other auto brief control strokes that you can use to get new briefs, change briefs, or even specify briefs. If you're looking for maximum control over the briefs that can end up being translated in your document, ABACCEPT may be what you're looking for, and this may be a system that you wish to experiment with. Thank you so much for watching this video about require and accept stroke. If you have any questions about this feature or any other features in Eclipse or any of Advantage Software's other amazing products, please don't hesitate to reach out. Advantage Software offers anytime support 24/7. Tech support can be reached anytime, including weekends and holidays, at 772-288-3266. Email support is also available at support@eclipsecat.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when we publish new content in the future. Thank you so much and have a great day.